How come your dad did not recruit you to Iowa State? Did you want at that time to be playing for him at Iowa State? Was it the level of Iowa State, or was it maybe the idea of playing for your dad that wasn't happening? How come that didn't happen?
He actually wanted me to play for him. We had multiple conversations. He wanted me to walk on for him and earn the chance to play. And I kind of told him right from the get go at the beginning of the recruiting process that I don't want to play for you. I kind of just want to go, be independent, go somewhere else, and start something else. And he understood, and he helped me with the recruiting process. He went on the visits with me, and it wasn't necessary that he didn't want me. I think he really thought I could fit in, but with the culture going on at Iowa State at the time, he felt like maybe he was on the hot seat a little bit. I don't think he wanted me to get brought into what was going on there.
How much pause did you have about the dynamics of playing for your dad? And I do want to get into this, and I come from the perspective of a father of three young boys who love to play sports, and I've coached them some and seen multiple examples of dads and sons, whether the dad is, a loud, obnoxious fan, frankly, on the sideline, or the coach, or what have you. So take me back to your mentality as a high school senior. Was it the idea of playing for your dad where you thought, man, I kind of like him as dad and not as coach?
Yeah, that played a little factor. I just kind of wanted to, when you're growing up, especially in high school, you feel like you're cooler than your parents, and you just kind of just want to get out on your own. And at the time, I just wanted to go somewhere else and be independent. And I would have played against my dad one time a year at Northern Iowa. So I'm really glad that this happened, though. Just I feel like I've matured over the years, and I'm starting to understand how special this really is for not just for me but for him as well.
Well, then take me to the sequence, because for folks who don't know, you signed with Northern Iowa. Dana Altman was at Creighton. He left to take the Oregon job, and then Creighton hired your dad away from Iowa State. Ben Jacobson, to his eternal regret, let you out of your letter to Northern Iowa. So as that was unfolding, did you have to get over that hump mentally to say, okay, now do I really want to play for my dad? I'm not sure if I want to. I need to be convinced. Or was it an automatic, hey, this is perfect, he's a Creighton, I want to play for him?
It was automatic, to be honest. I remember him meeting with some people, and he kind of asked me if I were to take this job, would you come play with me? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was really excited for Northern Iowa. I was sad at the time that I had to leave that. But Creighton was just such a good fit. I liked it in high school when I was going up there to play with their guys, and I always thought it'd be a good spot. But with my dad being the coach there, that definitely put it over the top.
So now you're at Creighton, and you've played for your dad for 4 years. Of course, he thought about redshirting you your freshman year. That's how wrong he was about how good you turned out. What's the best thing about having your dad as a coach, and what's the biggest challenge?
The best part, just knowing how comfortable you are with the coach, and just being able to spend time with your family, not just my dad, but my sister, my mom, who live in West Omaha, and then my brother actually moved to town for my senior year as well. So just seeing my family in general. The worst part is, there's times where you want to break from your dad, to be honest. What college kid wants to see their dad every single day? So there's times where he just gets under my skin, and I've had enough of him, and I'm excited when he goes on those recruiting trips, because just a couple of days off from him.
Sons across America are nodding along with you, and as a dad, I'm a dad and a son, of course, so I can relate to that. Well, speaking of which, I got to ask you about this. Your sophomore year, you're playing Wichita State at home. You're getting drilled. Carl Hall gets like 3 offensive rebounds and converts it in scores, and you all call a timeout. And here's Coach Greg giving it, and I mean giving it, to Dougie McBuckets, and you weren't pleased to be hearing it. What exactly was going on there, and what was that like with the fallout in terms of the attention that got?
Yeah, I got a lot of attention. I'm mad you put that back in my mind. I forgot about that. But I fouled the 3-point shooter like two straight possessions. Like Joe Ragland just had me on a string, and I just couldn't stop him. And he called the timeout and just kind of pulled me aside. And at first I didn't know exactly what he was saying, and then he kind of got in my face a little more, and I didn't realize how serious it was. And I kind of looked away, and you never want to look away from your head coach, even if he is your dad. So that was bad. And I think he was really trying to prove a point to the team at the time, and we were getting our butts kicked. And I think I really learned from that situation, and we've come a long way since then.
Is that like a highly unusual type of thing, or does that happen often in practice when we're not looking?
It doesn't happen much at all. I feel like I've really had to become a leader this year. Me, Gibbs, and Raggi, and Jahen's Manigat, we've all taken pride in being leaders, and we don't want situations like that to happen. And if there are situations like that, he usually does take stuff out on me just because he knows that I can take it, and it proves a point to the rest of the team.